Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you doing? Very well. Stars.
I'm captain of the ship.
political question. Oh, that's in their own words, but you can do take over, take it over. I don't know.
Slow progress. Always fun, at least progress. Slow. She's starting to. Takes a while. I know. I needed to talk to her last week. I know she did. That was very nice. The This is- Wheels don't go back. Anyway.
Hello, Rabbi.
Right, so how are you? How you doing?
I am well. Were either of you today interested in attending the
I can't. I have a meeting. I did, if I had really noticed. Yeah. I would have. Slow. Better, but slow. This is one of the worst things for me.
It's just shit face it, like I should go.
It's not a soft compliment, it's a hard compliment.
Right.
It's very, very, very crazy. But she's getting better.
And that's what it's all about. Anyway, supposedly she's
What can I do? Okay. I'll keep it. Let me know if there's anything.
well, they need to reach out to her tonight, but she didn't respond. Well, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Oh, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Well, hello, Mary Lou.
Or is it me?
Just added this for next week.
Is it warm in here or is it me? It wasn't there?
No, I didn't. I looked it up. I said, I think my grandfather passed away in August. I looked it up.
So next week I'll be here the week I'm home.
Yeah, you did. I know. Yes.
So if you want, maybe your title was okay, cool. Thank you. Well, no.
I spoke to her yesterday. Thank you. No, thank you for coming.
I see.
No, but I actually sent it. And she'll be in the
She thinks she's gonna be coming home Tuesday.
Well, that's the day I was.
That's
Yeah, all right, that's good.
Well, hello, Mary Lou.
Some of the photos.
Yay today. Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock.
Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 die, die.
Bum, ba, bum.
Yai da die.
Bum, ba, bum.
Yai da die, 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 die. Yai die, yai da die. Yai da die, 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 die.
2, 3, 4.
Yai die, 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 die. Yai die, 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 die. Yai die, 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 die. Yai die, 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 die. Bim, bim, bum, bum, big, big, big bum. Bim, 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 bum, bum, bum. Bim, bim, bum, bim, 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 bum. Bim, 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 bum, bum, bum. Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey,
Shabbat shalom.
hey,
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
hey,
Shabbat shalom.
hey.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Welcome.
Shabbat shalom.
It is time for us. You know, I got a phone call from a friend, a colleague, who said, I heard that I do this thing called Good News on Friday nights. I've been doing it, for 30 years, I think, right?
Oh,
I have.
that's a lot of good news.
It's a lot of good news. It's the way to start. You know, Shabbat is the time when you're supposed to put away all your tsuras. All your problems are supposed to go away. You come in, you sit back, take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the Shabbat, right? Shabbat means to stop and to rest and to sit back, right? So the great way to do it is to share good news with each other. You know, put it in the bulletin, that's great, but share it together. Enjoy each other's nachas. So he called me up, he said, do you mind if I use your idea? I said, everybody else is, go for it, have a good time. I hear many synagogues are adopting this now. They're starting their services with good news. Why not? It's a great way to do it. So Adele is going to play the role of Vanna again this Shabbat. And if anyone has any good news, raise your hand, say your first name, speak loud into the microphone, and give us your good news.
Dick, tell us your name.
Dick Willens.
Hi, Dick.
Good.
Hi, Dick.
I guess I got it right. Yes, we have a real important gig coming up this weekend. My grandson is coming from New Jersey, and we are going to be entertaining him.
How old's your grandson?
14, just about 14.
14. You'll be entertaining him, huh?
We haven't seen him since his bar mitzvah in December, so I'm very excited to see him.
That's wonderful. Enjoy.
Yeah, so we thought we'd take him to all the museums and dull things.
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh. Yeah, make sure you have plenty of money. Have a good time. Mazel tov.
And let us know what works and doesn't work, because I got the same age grandson.
Barry Beck, my wife and I returned from a river cruise for our 50th anniversary. A lot of folks have gave us congratulations, thank you. We had a wonderful time. The only bad thing was being stuck in an airplane for 7 hours there and 8 hours coming home. Other than that, it was excellent.
Oh, must have been JetBlue.
We flew
Barry, which
economy.
river? Which river, Barry?
Oh, the Rhine River.
Oh, you went up the
Amsterdam
Rhine.
to Basel, Switzerland. Yeah.
The River Rhine. Very nice.
The Rhine. And get some.
Welcome home. I'm
They have
glad you
wine
had a
there,
good trip.
too.
Of course, the airplanes are always the worst part. You got to go there and you got to come back, but glad you're back safely. Anyone else with some good news?
I'll make something up. My name is Adele. My name is Adele, and we just had one of our congregants do an absolutely fabulous, well, we had two people do fabulous flyers for us, one for our barbecue on August 27th, and we're having a DJ that night.
All right.
His name is DJ Wonderbread, and so he is awesome. He's fabulous. Ask his mother, and she'll tell you. And the other one, we had a fabulous flyer made by our school director about opening our pre-K class. So we're very excited about things that are happening at Temple Ner Tamid.
And the numbers are increasing down there.
And
so
the
we're-
numbers are increasing.
Yeah.
And I want to welcome all of our people here tonight who we haven't seen for a while. So it's good to see you. So
Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Glad you're all here tonight. And we welcome you. So Shabbat Shalom to all. And we'll turn to page 13. Thanks, Adele. We'll turn to page 13 as we do every week. And after you saw the news this week, then we saw the news even today. I don't know if you saw what went on in New York City. Some sugarness, it's crazy. It's crazy. We need peace, right? We need peace. We need people to calm down. You'll hear more about that later. We need people to calm down and relax and have some peace. So we start our service off with Shalom Aleichem. We welcome the angels of peace, page 13.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruch hu l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzidchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu.
Page 14, Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid nefesh avarachaman mishoch avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachaveh el mul hadarach yerab lo yedidutach minofetzu b'chotam yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai dai dai
Let's read the Sabbath prayer together at the bottom of 14. Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. Lechuna Ranana, page 15.
Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena ladonai, lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena ladonai. Naria, letzo yeshenu nikadma, fana bitoda. Naria, letzo yeshenu, bismirot naria lo. Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena ladonai. Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, Lechu lechu nerana ladonai. Go ahead. Arbaim shana kut bedor, v'omaram toev levavhem, v'hem lo yedu drachai, Hashem nispati v'yapi, im yevon el menuchati.
And we're going to turn to page 18. Page 18, let's read responsively. Page 18.
18.
Sing to Adonai a new song, for God has worked wonders. God's might has been triumphant, revealing supreme power to all.
God has remembered his steadfast love and faithfulness to the house of Israel.
The whole world has seen the triumph of our God. Let all on earth shout for joy and break into jubilant song.
Sing praise to Adonai with the harp, with trumpets and horns. Make a joyful noise.
Let the sea roar and all its creatures, the world and its many inhabitants.
And let the mountains all echo earth's joyous song.
Adonai is coming to rule the earth, to sustain the world with kindness, to judge its people with fairness.
Yeram hayam umlo yitever v'yoshveva neharod yimchauchav yached harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim b'meisharim.
As we turn to page 20, we ask you to rise if you can. Page 20, Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, ishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai, Adonai, al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai b'koach, kol Adonai b'hadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, vayishaber Adonai et azei halvanon, vayakidem kemo egel, Levanon v'Sirion kimo ven re'emim kol Adonai chotze la'avotesh kol Adonai yachil midbar chil Adonai midbar kadesh kol Adonai yechol el ayalot Vayechesov ye'arod uv'hechalo kulo omer kavod Adonai la'avo yashav vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam Adonai oz le'amo yitein Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
You may be seated, page 21, Lechad Dodi, every other stanza.
Lechad Dodi lekrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechad Dodi lekrat kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zacho b'dibor echad Hishviyanu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shemo tiferet v'litila Lechad odi lekrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Migdash melech ir melucha Komitzeim mitoch havafecha Rav lach shevet yemek havacha Vehu yachamol alayechem la Lechad odi lekrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri Kiva ore kumi ori Shedaberi Kivod Adonai alayet nigla Lecha dodi lekrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nikabela. V'hayulim shisa shosayich, B'rachakul kom mevolayich, Yasis alayich Elohayich, Kim soschatan al kala, Lecha dodi lekrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Bo'i v'shalom materet bala, Gam b'simcha u'tala, Toch emunei am sigula, Bo'i chala, Lecha dodi lekrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela.
May be seated, page 23. We will read the psalm for Shabbat responsively. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
To affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night, to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
How vast your works, Adonai! Your designs are beyond our grasp.
The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this.
The wicked may flourish, spring up like grass, but their doom is sealed, for you are supreme forever.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
But me you have greatly exalted. I'm anointed with fragrant oil. I've seen the downfall of my foes, and I've heard the despair of my attackers.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. They shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God.
And they shall bear fruit even in old age, and they shall be ever fresh and fragrant, to proclaim Adonai is just, my rock, and whom there is no flaw.
We sing 4 lines from the bottom, page 23.
Tzadikata yifrach ke'erez bavanon yizkeh shetulim b'veit Adonai mechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvum b'seba dishenim v'rananim yeyu lehagi yashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatamo.
Page 24.
And I'm out there to make sure that's
And now on page 24, those of you who are saying Kaddish or observing a yortzeit will rise for the mourner's Kaddish, page 24.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Bi'alma divra kirute v'yamlik malchute. V'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimru amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam umei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal. Shemei dekucha, barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata, v'shirata, tushbachata, v'nechamata. Damiram bi'alma v'yamru amen.
Amen.
Yahei shlomo rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen.
Amen.
O says shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen.
Amen.
Now we all rise for the Baruch Hu as we begin our formal evening service, page 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated, and we read silently on page 28.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המהרי ברבים.
אמן.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, לשכבנו תקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, ויורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה, ויבטך תעשה ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Page 30.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך מכל לבבך וכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשיטתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
As we continue silently to the bottom of page 30, V'haya'im shamoa tishmo sashu.
Until the right love. למען ירבו ימיכם וימי בניכם על האדמה אשר נשבע אדוני לאבותיכם לתת להם כמהשמיים על הארץ.
Page 31.
ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם ולא תתורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem emet.
Page 32.
Oh, I love it. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני,
מי כמוך
נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקיים לפני משה, זה אלינו ויאמרו,
אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר, כי אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני,
שמו.
גאל ישראל.
Amen. So let's read together top of page 33. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace and guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy and shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guide our coming and our going, and grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praise are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
ושמור צאתנו, ובואנו לחיים ולשלום, מעתה ועד עולם. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
Amen. And we rise for the Vishamru, top of page 34.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את
השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו
בני ישראל את השבת
לעשות את השבת לדורותם
ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
אמן.
ויעמד דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי
בחיי כל וביום איכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מבורך
לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילם כה בחטא בשירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ויאמרו Amen.
And And we remain standing for the silent Amidah, page 35b through page 38. And when you're done, you may be seated.
Yeah.
So on page 38, let's read together the middle paragraph in English. My God, keep my tongue from evil and my lips from lies, and help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah, that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people.
May the
words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer.
Oh, say shalom bimrama, v'yaseh shalom aleinu,
Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yisrael v'yimru, imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom,
Oh, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom,
Yaseh
Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru.
Amen.
Amen. May the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us, to all the people of Israel, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, and all who dwell on God's earth, and let us say,
Amen.
Umain. And now it's time for the prayers for those who are not feeling very well. When I stop, if you wish to say the name or names of people you are praying for a speedy recovery, please do so either out loud or in your heart. Misha berach avotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sahara Rivka Rachel Yahu Yivarech v'Rafei et. V'kol hacholim b'kila kedosha hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachamim aleihem lahachazikam ulufrotam v'yishlach lahem meira refuah shlema min hashamayim frata nefesh frata guf potoch shachal Yisrael shabbatim milizog v'kol lavo hashta b'galav zman kariv v'nomar. Amen. May God bring blessing to all those we've mentioned, all those we know of, those we may not know of, those on our personal lists and congregational lists who suffer illness within the congregational family. May the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, Mercifully restore them to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with people everywhere who may be ill. And now we sing. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Sheberach imotenu mekor habracha leyamotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Age 47, we rise for Vayechulu.
Vayechulu hashamayim be'haaretz v'chol tzivam. Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa. Vayishvot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et Yom HaShvi'i Vayekadesh oto ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto Asher bara Elohim Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon Konei Shamayim va'aretz.
And you may be seated for Magen Avot, and whoever is going to volunteer tonight to hand out the wine, God bless you, and the grape juice, will do so now. Magen Avot.
Magen Avot bidvaro, mechaye metim b'ma'amaro, ha'el hakadosh she'en kamohu, hameniach le'amo b'yom Shabbat kodsho. Kivam ratza le'aniach lahem, Kivam ratza le'aniach lahem, Lefanav navod b'yira v'pachad, v'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid, mi'on habrachot, el hahoda'ot. Adon Shalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Umevarech Shvi'i Umeniach B'Kedusha L'Yam B'Dush Le'oneg Zecher L'Maseh V'Reishi.
Page 48.
Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Ritzei b'mnuchatenu Ka'adshenu b'mitzvotecha V'tekavkenu b'toratecha Sabeinu mituvecha V'samchenu b'shuatecha B'tahel libeinu Le'avdecha be'emet V'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu Mi'ahava u'ratzon Shabbat kodshecha V'nuchuva Yisrael Mikadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chaychon v'michon v'chadachol beit Yisrael b'agalav izman kariv v'imru.
Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach. Le'olam olam me'omaya yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalav shemei d'kodeshah
Barichu.
Le'elam mincha b'chata b'shirata tushbcha tabanakamatah damiram v'yamah v'yimru. Amen. Tikabal Amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya v'chaim alem v'kol Yisrael v'yamru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'yamru. Amen. Let's rise for Kiddush, page 49. We rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava ratzonim kilanu, zikaron l'maseh v'reishit. Kihu yom techila lemekrai kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'achata yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha Mi'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
And you may be seated, but that's after you drink the wine or grape juice. And now we're going to hear some interesting words of wisdom from Rabbi Richard Perlman.
An introduction tonight. Woohoo. An introduction. Rabbi, thank you. Shabbat shalom, everybody. This Shabbat is Parshat Ekev. Now this is the second week of Haftarot of Consolation before Rosh Hashanah, which means there's only 6 weeks now to the end of the year. 6 weeks.
I'm working on it.
I just, it was like we're counting the Omer, right? In today's story, this Shabbat's Torah reading, I should say, Moshe says, I took the 2 tablets and I threw them out of my 2 hands and broke them before your eyes. Why did Moses do this? It was because he came down Mount Sinai. He came down with such high hopes. Moses was ecstatic to be able to share these 2 tablets with Bnei Yisrael, with the children of Israel. And then he saw Bnei Yisrael enraptured with the egel, with the golden calf. His high hopes went to deep, depressive shock. His happiness was replaced with angry rage. Today's United States is drunk with anger. The murders, the horrible road rage, the mental health crisis, so many other problems or complications of unresolved anger continues. We read so much about these things, many of us have become unsympathetic to the reports we hear every day. Some of our anger is toxic, but ironically, not all anger is bad. Some anger proves to be profoundly sacred. The difference between toxic and sacred anger is a question of purpose. Let me explain. Anger for the purpose of shaming, canceling, tearing down, or hurting another person is a venom that poisons in 3 ways. It poisons the target of anger, the one who expresses it, and the society at large. One newsworthy example of this happened when a South Carolina resident, Tommy Jordan, recorded himself unbraiding his daughter's hair followed by him firing 9 bullets into her computer as punishment for her making rude comments about him on her Facebook page. His video went viral, with millions of people seeking out and seeing this person out of control through his anger. That is anger for the purpose of revenge. That kind of anger usually creates more anger. There's another kind of anger, however. This is the kind of anger that is designed to improve another person's behavior. This is the kind of anger that the Torah calls tochecha. What is surprising to many is that this kind of anger is actually a mitzvah, a commandment of God. We find his mitzvah back in the 4th book of the Torah, chapter 19, verse 17. It comes right before the mitzvah that says, love your neighbor as yourself. In this week's Torah reading, Moses recalls how he shattered the tablets of the law, the luchot, upon seeing the people dancing around the egel, the golden calf. The 19th century Rabbi Naftali Zvi Yehuda Berlin of Warsaw was an Orthodox rabbi. And he was the Rosh Yeshiva and author of several works of rabbinic literature in Lithuania. Rabbi Berlin asked the question, how did Moses manage to seize the egel and incinerate it without anyone opposing him? He explained that when the people forced Aaron to make the egel, he was unable to withstand them. Moses, though, he was very smart. He did not shatter the luchot while on the mountain, because when God told him about the egel, he decided not to break them at that time because he knew he was enraged. He knew that this was not the time to act. He had to shatter them when he was calmer, to teach the children of Israel a lesson. To be sure, Moses, he was still angry, but he wanted to break the nation's heart, shake their emotions, and sadden them by making them watch the public shattering of this wondrous treasure. In other words, Moses waited until he was rational. He acted at the right time for the right reason. Our sages in the Talmud, Shabbat 87a, suggest that God thanked Moses for breaking the luchot. Countless other commentators teach that Moses did Bnei Yisrael an enormous favor by breaking the commandments, the luchot. They used legal fiction to explain this. Once the luchot were in pieces, the laws engraved upon them no longer existed, which means that since there were no laws, the people were technically innocent. According to this line of reasoning, Moshe got angry and shattered the luchot, but he did not do it because he had lost his temper. He waited so as not to embarrass or humiliate Bnei Israel, but rather to save them from themselves. That is the essence of sacred anger. You know, we all get angry. That is as much a human emotion as our happiness and sadness. Would it not be great if all of us did not let our tempers drive our actions or cause words to be spoken that we might just regret? In fact, as I was writing this Devar Torah, I received an angry email. And sadly, I get angry emails from people a lot lately. Don't know why, but I do. This email was not about me, though. It was from someone who was writing to a group, suggesting that they were angry and upset about something that wasn't done their way. This lashing out in the email lately is a growing issue. You could tell by the words being written that this person was writing out of anger, writing out of rage. All I can say to myself was, how sad. I wish that I could have written something to calm this person's anger, but I realized after many years of dealing with people who expressed their anger in writing, there was nothing I could have said to this person that would take away the rage or calm the hurt. Time, hopefully, will do that. When the person stops and thinks about what was happening and realized that in truth, there was no malice intended. Nobody was trying to hurt anyone, but feelings were generally hurt unintentionally. Perhaps when that person realizes that no one did anything with malice, things will improve. Time, hopefully, will calm the rage. And when the person stops and thinks about how the words they used in the email were hurtful to others, just like Moshe did when he didn't smash the tablets on the mountain, but waited for his anger to cool down, then he made his point. Perhaps that person can or should have made the point in the same way in the future, by cooling down, being calm, and being collected and expressing their point of view. In fact, I think we all should do that before we hit the send button when we draft an email, or before we are about to say things that are rooted in anger from our lips. Just think, would it not be great if none of us acted out of rage? That's the lesson that our sages want us to learn this Shabbat. That is how our enchanting Jewish tradition wants us to live our lives. So I say to you this: calm down, cool the rage, and enjoy life. With that I say, in a calm, cool, a caring, a loving, compassionate voice, Shabbat Shalom to all. And with that I say, Amen. Let us rise on page 51 as we recite the words Aleinu. Page 51.
Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, latet gedula liyotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, velo samanu kimishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'goralenu kichol hamonam, ve'anaknu korim, משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטש שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושיב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום השב אותה אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו אחד.
May be seated. This week the congregation will lovingly recall the yortzites of Muriel F. Goldstein, Julie Orloff, Doris Schneider, Paul Spitzer, Jacob Chiplevitz, Maxine T. Sherman, Maxwell Scheibel, Sophie Helen Enkles, Arnold Goodman, Lucille Grossman, Irving Poyros, Joseph H. Taluski, Regina Cole, Leonard Drucker, Stephen Green, Bessie Rosenberg, William Weiner, Alex Kemp, Noah Kobrin, Elizabeth Krenitsky, Esther Willens, Vivian Altschuler, Lester Goldberg, Jacques Potash, and Max Rothkopf. Are there any others? William Dolan. May the faith that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we light those mourning and observing a yahrzeit, to rise and to praise God's name with the Kaddish, page 52. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalma tivrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael b'gala u'bizman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam u'lomei omaya yit barach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal Shemei d'kudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tu'ushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran v'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. You may be seated. I just want to remind everybody, if you look at the e-blast on Thursday and you don't see a name in the yahrzeit list that should be there, please call the office immediately so we can keep these lists up to date. Adele, announcements?
Shabbat Shalom. Yesher Koach to Rabbi Bernie and Rabbi Perlman, as usual. Just remember, tomorrow morning services are at 9:30 a.m. Congregants observing a yahrzeit often request a minyan. These requests are listed in the weekly e-blast. Please help support your temple family members by attending the daily minyan. Sunday morning minyan is at 9 a.m. in person and virtual. Breakfast and study to follow. Every evening, Monday through Thursday, minyan at 7 p.m. in person and virtual. Please support the Citizens in Backpack Drive. There is a bin in Founders Hall if you can bring some school supplies. Also check the e-blast for the Ukraine Drive to help the students going back to school in Ukraine. Adult Education Book Club on Thursday, August 24th. We will be reading 100 Summers by Beatrice Williams. Save the date, a barbecue for prospective and current members on Sunday, August 27th at 5:30 p.m. It will also be an open house for our religious school. Registration for our religious school is now open for grades pre-K through 7. Contact Alyssa Pesroff-Cashel for more information. The next Lunch and Learn will be on Thursday, September 7th. Remember, I know some people have been saying, how come we haven't had Lunch and Learn this during the summer? But remember, we study every Sunday morning after services. Please remember to return your Sustaining Our Eternal Flame form as soon as possible, and stay tuned for High Holy Day information. Save the date, Saturday, September 9th, Slichot's movie and service. The movie will be Tiger Within with Ed Asner. See the e-blast for more information. Announcing our new Rosh Chodesh group forming for the Women of TNT. Contact Mimi Levy for more information. The first session will be on Thursday, August 17th at noon, and a lunch will be served. If you are able to help cover the office on a Tuesday or Thursday, please let us know. And please be patient if we don't get back to you from the office, because there are a lot of people watching the office, and sometimes the messages don't always get to the right person at the right time, so be patient. Be kind, don't be angry. As you can see, there's a lot happening at Temple Ner Tamid. For more information for all events can be found on our weekly e-blast. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Thanks, Adele. By the way, information's coming out soon about high holidays and what's going on. We will be doing a Kever Avot service this year again. I want you to know, but it will be the morning of Erev Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, so it'll be that Sunday. And that'll be in Danvers again, like last year. Beautiful location right there where we were. So we'll be doing that. You'll get more information. Just the reason I'm saying it is because 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks. Next week will be 5. And Rabbi Bernie and I are already starting to sing, those new melodies, Da, 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 da. No, we'll stop. Page 53. Yigdal.
Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach Nimtza v'yein el metziuto
Echad v'yein yachid ki
Yichudo Ne'elam v'gam ein sof le'yachduto Ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf Lo na'aroch elav kedushato Kan l'chol davar asher nivra Rishon Reshi Lereshito Hino Adon Olam B'chol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Malchuto Shefan Nevuato Etano El Anshe Segulato B'Tibarto Lo Kam B'Yisrael K'Moshe Od Navi Umabir Et Emunato Torah Tevet Natan Li'amo El Ayad Nevi'o Ne'man Beito Lo Yachalifo El V'lo Yamir Dato Li'olamim Lezulato Sofer V'yodeya Sitarenu Mabid L'sof Davar B'Kadmato Gomer Le'ish Chesed Kimifalo Note L'Rasha Ra Kirish Ato Yishlach L'Kesi Amin Mishichenu Lifto Mechakeket Yeshuato Meitim Yechayael B'Rov Chasto Baruch Adeyat Shem Tehilato Meitim Yechayael B'Rov Chasto Baruch Adeyat Shem Tehilato.
In love, our God restores the life of all our souls. May God be ever praised until eternity. Shabbat shalom to all of you.
Shabbat shalom.
And all of you on Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom. Golly golly. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Me too, you too, it's all too, everybody's too. Zoom too. Zoom too.
Don't forget to be nice on Facebook.
All right.
Let's have a L'chaim.